While America snubs Netanyahu for wanting to expand the war, India has snubbed America for its double standards. As the US pressures India on banning Russian media, New Delhi has reminded Washington that India can make decisions for itself. This time, the flashpoint is Rossiya Segodnya, also known as RT, a Russian state-controlled international news television network funded by the Russian government. Amid US efforts to ban and block Russian media globally, US officials reportedly asked the Indian government to join them in what they are describing as efforts to curb Russian disinformation campaigns. How did India respond to America's request, you ask? Well, New Delhi reacted the same way it has in the past 2 years of the Ukraine war. New Delhi reportedly stated that India has and will follow an independent foreign policy. You see, the war in Ukraine has been ongoing for over 2 years now, and during this time, the West has continuously lectured India on which side to support and what actions to take. And for all the times, New Delhi has been at the receiving end of Western hypocrisy. India has consistently reminded the West that it will prioritize its own interests. Currently, the US has been taking steps to restrict Russian media outlets, including revoking accreditations and designating Russian journalists under the Foreign Missions Act. In fact, Meta, the owner of Facebook, has also banned RT. Meta said that the ban would take place in the coming days. The move escalates actions against Russian state media actors that US intelligence officials have said run disinformation operations across the world's largest social networks. It started last week when the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced further sanctions against RT, claiming that the Russian media organization that has offices around the world, including in India, was the de facto arm of Russia's intelligence apparatus, quote unquote. The US crackdown on RT comes amid concerns that RT is trying to interfere in the upcoming presidential election in the US. In order to curb the Russian media's alleged disinformation campaign, the US State Department has initiated a joint diplomatic campaign with the UK and Canada. The campaign involves mobilizing allies and partners worldwide to confront the alleged threat posed by RT and its disinformation and covert campaign. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken called on every ally and partner to treat RT's activities as they would treat other intelligence activities by Russia within their borders. How has RT responded to these allegations? Well, both RT and the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs have vehemently denied the charges. In fact, a senior RT editor has directly accused the US government of paranoia and of being terrified of any truly dissenting voice. The Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said that tech giant Meta has discredited itself by banning Russian media outlets. He said that the move further complicates prospects for normalization of ties with the Facebook and Instagram owner. Russia has also criticized previous efforts by Meta to limit the reach of Russian media and fined the company several times for not removing content in Russia that it considers illegal. Remember, Meta was branded an extremist organization in Russia shortly after the Ukraine war broke out in February 2022. Meta's social media apps were blocked in Russia for allowing hate speech against Russian nationals and for distributing false content about Moscow's military. WhatsApp was the only app that avoided restrictions due to its classification as solely a communication tool. Meanwhile, commenting on the US State Department's move to ban Russian media, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said that it amounts to a declaration of war on free speech. Coming back to India, RT enjoys significant viewership with its English-speaking audience. The Indian government has not issued any official response to America's request to ban RT, but New Delhi's decision to remain silent on the matter reflects India's careful approach to the issue. India holds a unique position of maintaining strong ties with both the US and Russia. New Delhi does not take drastic steps that could jeopardize these relationships. Its long-standing policy of upholding an independent foreign policy is well established. But time and again, India has had to assert its sovereignty. As India's closest ally and the world's oldest democracy, America should uphold its own values and respect India's autonomy as the largest democracy in the world. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.